Morning guys, how are you all today? It's Wednesday, so we're midway through the week, and today is 5th of November, which is Guy Fawkes Day, is that right? I'm sure you guys will tell me. Bonfire night, I usually call it, I think. But yeah, fireworks night, whatever. If you're going to do fireworks, please be careful. I have seen some nasty shit happen with fireworks, but have a good time, obviously. Anyway, I thought I would give you guys an update. I'm sorry, I've got a bit of a bad throat at the moment, so you have to bear with me. A bit of an update on my Volkswagen Touareg. So for those of you that don't know the story, a few months ago I bought a Volkswagen Touareg. It was perfect, great condition, beautiful car, full service history, ran perfectly, looked lovely, everything about it was great. So I got that, everything was fine. And then I had to have some new glow plugs put in it just out of a kind of scheduled maintenance. So I had some glow plugs fitted by a company called Click Mechanic, which actually turned out to be a great little outfit. And what happened was, you go on the website, you put in what you want done, they quote you, and they come out literally the next day and they fix your car for you or do whatever you want to do to it at a good price. So good idea, they're like a brokering company. Anyway, they came out, they fitted glow plugs, and the next day or the day after, I drove to the gym, and on the way back my car blew up, the engine seized. So obviously you think to yourself, well, it must be them who have just changed the spark plug, the glow plugs, because it was perfectly before that. So I went nuts about that. Anyway, a whole rigmarole went through, and we worked out through investigation that it definitely wasn't the glow plugs. It didn't help either that other people told me it was, that they'd put the wrong ones in and all this kind of stuff. Anyway, Click Mechanic and the mechanic they sent out were not at fault in any way whatsoever, and they are a good company, and I'm using them again on Friday actually to do my van for me. So if you do want stuff done and you want it done cheap, check them out at Click Mechanic. They do actually do a good service. And when we were going through the rigmarole of working out whether or not it was the glow plugs or if it was something else, they were very, very helpful. So I can't really complain about them in any way whatsoever. In fact, I must commend them. So yeah, anyway, that's a separate story really. So obviously once we'd worked out that it was a fault with the car, I started thinking, well, I didn't start to think, I knew that he'd sold me a dodgy car. And it was a company that I bought it from. I won't divulge the name at the moment because I'm taking him to court, small claims court at the moment, to try and get my money back. But I went back to him and I said, look, this is what's happened. And he said, he's basically literally, he said it in these words, fuck you, basically. Well, not even basically, he literally told me, fuck you, he's not doing anything about it. Even though all over their website it says if anything happens within the first 3 months, they'll fix it, blah, 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 which he's now changed, by the way. Although I do have a screenshot of that for when it goes to court. Yeah, so I've taken him to small claims court. I'm waiting for a date to come back on that. In the meantime, I wrote some articles about him on certain websites, and he told me he was going to get an injunction against me. He went to the police, can you believe, and told me I was threatening him and stuff like this. They all laughed it off, and nothing has happened from that point of view, other than the fact that this guy sent me a whole load of abusive messages. I mean, he's the one in the wrong, and he's sending me abusive messages. Like, he should be taking responsibility. You know, he's giving the car industry a ridiculously bad name. So I'm hoping that when it goes to small claims court, that I will get my money back, because I feel like I have done nothing wrong. I've bought a car, it's broke within the first month, and he should really have replaced it or given me my money back. Anyway, so that's that. The guy's a complete piece of shit. And hopefully when I go to court I will get my money back. Anyway, in the meantime, when I bought the car, I actually bought a warranty, direct warranty with it, a gold warranty, the highest one they do. It's like a third-party warranty company. So I thought, right, well, I'll go down that route and see what they've got to say about it. I mean, I didn't hold out hope because I've only had the policy for like a month, and if he sold me a dodgy car, it's not really their fault. But it is entirely possible that he didn't know that. You know, he should still replace it even if he didn't know. And the likelihood is maybe he didn't know. Who knows? Who knows what's going on anyway with that. But the fact is, I've bought a warranty. I've got all of the service history and everything like that. So there's absolutely no reason why he shouldn't, why Warranty Direct shouldn't honour their agreement. So I took it to the garage that they asked me to, and it's been in there for weeks and weeks and weeks. And they've been checking it over, and they've taken the engine apart and everything, so it's still down there weeks later. And the other day Warranty Direct came back to me and said, basically, we've had a look at it, we think that the injectors were failing before you took the policy out, and you should have done something about it. There would have been noises and this kind of stuff, which there blatantly wasn't. It ran perfectly, and basically through my own ignorance of not doing anything about it, has caused the engine failure, so we're not covering you. So I'm like, man, this is just crazy. This car is causing me so much grief. So anyway, I've gone nuts at them today, and if you guys want to go on Twitter and message Warranty Direct and say that you really should honour your agreement with me, then that would probably, I don't know if that would help out or not, but anyway, you can do it if you want. Yeah, so that's where I'm at really, and now they're looking into it again, and they're going through and getting more people to check it and all this, that and the other, but I'm not holding out much hope, and I'm still waiting for the date to go through for the small claims court. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at the moment. You know, to me, I bought a car, I bought a warranty. You know, either the company that I bought it off should replace the car, or the warranty should fix it. You know, I just bought a car as a legitimate. I didn't buy it dodgily or cheap or anything. I didn't do anything wrong. Yet I've ended up in a shit situation, which to me doesn't seem fair somewhere along the line. If I'd have heard any knocks or bangs, A, I wouldn't have bought it, and B, I would have got it looked at straight away if I did. So Warranty Direct coming back and saying that is not really acceptable. The garage that has got the car have been absolutely fantastic, and when this is all over, regardless of the outcome, I'm definitely going to sort them out with some kind of thank you. And they said that this is just something that's happened instantaneously. It's just, you couldn't do anything about it. It's just one of those things, and it should be covered under warranty. So who knows what's going to happen, but we'll have to wait and see. I feel shit about it though. It's really put down on so much over the last few months, and I've had so much going on already with the wedding and the apps and everything like this. It's just a real negative, and you guys know what I'm like. I'm pretty bouncy and happy every day, but this has really sort of ground me down a little bit. I mean, I'm not depressed over it or anything like that, but it's a real sort of black mark that's going on in the background that's like just consuming a little bit of me. So hopefully it'll be resolved one way or the other pretty soon. We'll have to wait and see. Just to finish that little whinge up, I'll tell you what I was going to say. You know, it's all well and good this happening for me. You know, I've got another car and I've got a van and whatnot, and Jade's got a car, so we're all right. But imagine if that was your only car and you'd spent all your money on that car, it was your dream car, and this happens, and you're just totally and utterly screwed over. You know, regardless, even if you're an old person or young, it doesn't matter how old you are. You could have literally saved that money for ages, invested it in your car that you've been wanting, and then somehow or another just get totally screwed over, and there's nothing really to kind of help you or protect you or anything. You're just screwed really in this case. It's really quite shit, I think, to be honest, when you look at it from that point of view. I mean, I'm fortunate I've got another car. I mean, that's not the point, but for what about if you didn't? You know, how awful would that be if that was your only car? That's the only way you could get to work and stuff. And this has been dragging on for months. I haven't had it. It would just be a complete disaster, and I feel so bad for everyone in that situation. I tell you, really does suck badly.